Hey everyone, so today I am shipping this female juvenile tortoise. She is one of my last tortoise from this season. So she is a juvenile and here she is. So when I get ready to ship a tortoise, I separate them and I put them in this garden bed that you're seeing right there. And so right now I'm preparing her for shipping. She was in a garden bed, and that's just to separate her from the other tortoises and also to be easy to locate her because my tortoises, they do have free range of the yard. So it kind of saves from having to spend hours, the day of searching for the tortoise. So right now I'm soaking her. I am in my laundry room, and in my laundry room, I have this wash basin that I could just soak her in. And I usually soak tortoises for about 15 or 20 minutes because when they're getting shipped, they get really scared. And tortoises, when they get scared, they defecate and they also urinate. Now, defecating is not such a big deal, but urinating is a big deal because they lose a lot of their water reserve when they urinate. But besides from that, it's also very unsanitary and gross to have the tortoise lying in its own waste for all those hours before it gets open. Oh, so right here, I wanted to show you guys what a female tail looks like. So you can see it's like a little triangle shaped. But anyway, so getting back to what I was saying, I soak them before I ship them for the fact that, they're going to be traveling. I don't want them to be laying in their own waste. And I also want to hydrate them. So this right here is me wrapping her up. Now, if you guys looked at my shipping video for my customer in Albuquerque, New Mexico, I put that tortoise in a baby wipe container. So if you guys have been following along with my tortoise page, you know that I don't like to charge my customers for, extra supplies or stuff like that. I like to use whatever I have on hand. That way I don't need to go to the store and buy shipping supplies. So as you can see, I have this Texas toast carton. So that's what I'm using today. And now the good thing about reptiles, especially about tortoises, Russian tortoises, they bury themselves. They could dig as far down as 6 or 12 feet of soil. So you don't have to worry about them suffocating or stuff like that. That is one of the questions that I get asked a lot. Is it okay if it gets shipped? Will it get suffocate? How will it breathe? And stuff like that. So with tortoises, with Russian tortoises, they are burrowing tortoises and they could dig as far down as 12 feet or even further. And what I always tell people is that they're okay as long as nothing is airtight. There are some people out there, I guess, who don't really know how to ship reptiles. And they think oh my goodness, the box needs to be airtight because I don't want it to get stolen or whatever. You do not need to make it airtight. You don't have to punch holes in the box, but at the same time, you don't need it to be airtight either. So right now, I'm going to show you how it's done. So you can see I put some newspaper in there, but there's a lot of space in there. There's enough newspaper to get cushioned where I know that the postman is going to be tossing the box. He's going to be throwing the box. It's going to be flipped over and stuff like that. So there's enough cushion to protect the tortoise, but at the same time, nothing is airtight. I'm not packing every single inch, And how I know that it's not airtight is because if the tortoise is still able to move, that's how I know it's not airtight. Now, how would I know if it's able to move or not? Well, you can feel it. You can't see it in the video, but I could feel the tortoise moving. So that's how I know. And as you can see, I'm not going crazy with the tape or anything. I just have one little tape and you see there's a gap right there. So nothing is airtight. And now on the other end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the lid so that there's a gap on that end too. Again, I'm saying, nothing is airtight. This is just a video for the customer so that she knows how to open the box. She sees the process of me shipping and preparing it. But this is also for those potential customers out there. If, one day you need to ship your tortoise for whatever reason. Now, and you might think, well, why would I ever need to ship my tortoise, right? You will be surprised of all the different scenarios out there. So tortoise is ready.